Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're going to use our slides to break down how a single technology, artificial intelligence, is posing what is, honestly, one of the biggest challenges to democracy we have ever faced.
Okay, to really get our heads around this challenge, let's kick things off with a really powerful idea from biologist E.O. Wilson. It just perfectly frames the problem we're up against.
You see, this godlike technology has incredible promise, right? I mean, from discovering new medicines to totally revolutionizing science. But here's the thing. It also casts this long, dark shadow over one of our most important medieval institutions, our democracy. All right, so to really get what's happening today, we've got to set a baseline. So let's rewind the clock to a time that feels like both yesterday and 100 years ago, the dawn of large-scale digital disinformation. The 2016 US election and the Brexit vote, these were total game changers. It was the first time we all saw on this massive scale how social media could be weaponized, not with bombs or anything, but with data, using it to micro-target and influence voters. And you know the playbook they used? It was surprisingly simple, but also pretty sinister. Create these armies of bots and fake accounts. A lot of them run from foreign troll farms, and just inject these divisive, totally made-up stories into our feeds. And that was the real genius of it, and also the real danger. The goal wasn't just to help one side win. It was to tear us apart by pouring gasoline on the social and racial divisions that were already there. Just let that number sink in for a second. 126 million Americans. That's how many people Russian-backed content reached on Facebook alone. And what's really wild is they did all this with pretty crude, kind of sloppy tools. So much so that you could sometimes spot the fakes just by their bad grammar. Remember that.
Okay, so that was then. Let's jump to today. Because if the 2016 playbook was like a flintlock musket, today's generative AI is a fully automatic rifle.
So what is this generative AI we keep hearing about? Well, the best way to think about it is as sophisticated autocomplete. You know how your phone tries to guess the next word in your text? Just imagine that, but on an unbelievable scale. It's just predicting the next most likely thing, whether that's the next word in an email, the next pixel in a fake video, or the next note in a song. And right here, this is where the entire game just gets flipped on its head. AI supercharges this threat on every single level. The cost to create this stuff, it drops to basically zero. The scale, we go from thousands of posts to millions of flawless, hyper-realistic ones. All of a sudden, that massive effort from 2016, well, it starts to look almost quaint. Yeah, so we're way beyond just fake news now. What experts are warning is that this technology is a direct assault on the core pillars that hold up a functioning democracy: representation, accountability, and trust. Okay, first up, representation. Just put yourself in the shoes of an elected official for a minute. How do you know what your people actually want when your inbox gets flooded with thousands of unique, perfectly written, AI-generated emails? The answer is you don't. It creates this fog of fake public opinion, and it drowns out the real voices you're supposed to be listening to. All right, pillar number 2, accountability. This just goes right out the window. How can you hold a leader responsible for what they've done if you can't even be sure they actually did it? A perfect and genuinely terrifying example of this was that AI-cloned robocall of President Biden telling people not to vote in a primary. That's not just a fake story. That's a direct attack on the actual mechanics of an election. And that, right there, leads us to what might be the most dangerous threat of all: the complete and total erosion of trust. When anything can be faked, a speech from a politician, a picture of the Pope in a designer puffy coat, the only logical response is to just stop believing anything. And that's not healthy skepticism, folks. That's nihilism. And it is absolute poison for a democracy. Okay, so I know this all sounds pretty grim, but it's not hopeless. Not at all. There is a race happening right now to build the guardrails we need to protect our democratic systems. Let's take a look at what's being done. And here's the really good news. Everybody is worried about this. This is not a partisan issue. As you can see, a clear majority of Americans, doesn't matter what party they're in, are concerned about AI-driven misinformation. That shared concern, right there, that's the starting point for any real solution. So experts are pointing to a 3-part game plan. First, you fight fire with fire. You use AI to detect AI-generated content. Second, you put smart policies in place to hold the big platforms accountable. And third, and maybe most importantly, you empower people with the digital literacy skills to navigate this new, really complex world of information.
And look, this isn't just theory. This stuff is actually happening right now. We're seeing major AI companies agree to some basic safety rules. Federal agencies are looking into it. And almost 20 states have already passed laws to regulate this stuff in political ads. The work has started.
So when you take a step back, all of this, the threat, the tech, the solutions, it all boils down to one single fundamental question about our future. For basically all of human history, we've lived by a simple rule. Seeing is believing. Well, that rule is broken. It's just not a safe assumption anymore.
And so that leaves us with this one final, urgent question we all have to grapple with. If we can no longer trust what we see with our own eyes or hear with our own ears, what holds us together? What becomes of that shared trust that is the essential glue of a democratic society?